Hi guys, last week you read pages 85 to 116. So before I'll read this week's reading, I will read the summary of what you guys read last week. In last week's section of reading, Keck questions Ganwar and his aunt Niatal about how they feel about living in America. Ganwar admits that he liked it at first, but has never felt like a true American. Niatal likes the freedom, but tells Keck that starting over and learning a new language is difficult and that she feels lonely. Keck tries to be helpful by washing the dishes, but he ends up breaking them because he puts them in the washing machine. Hannah helps Keck glue some of them together and opens up to him about being in foster care because her mom has a problem with drugs and alcohol, and her dad has been out of the picture since she was little. Keck asks Dave if he can visit the cow again, and since Dave is busy, Keck asks Hannah to take him there on the city bus. When he gets there and sees the cow, he says, "Now I get my job." This week, we're going to start on page 117. This video will go from pages 117 to 127, starting with the poem Lou. It's a hard walk to the house where the owner of the cow lives. Much snow makes a home in my boots. When we get to the door, Hannah shows me a button that makes music happen, and soon the door opens. The old woman standing there doesn't seem surprised to see us. "Well, hello," she says. "May I help you, kids?" "I'm Keck," I say, "from Africa, and this is Hannah from Minneapolis," Hannah adds. "I'm Louise," the woman says, "from the wrong side of the tracks. Call me Lou." "Weren't you here the other day talking to my cow?" I nod. I just wanted to say hello to her. Lou thinks about that for a moment. "It's bitter out there. Come on. Come on in." We step into safe, warm air and sweet cooking smells. "So, are you two selling something?" Lou asks. "Raising money for school?" "I'm here about your cow," I say. "I see." Lou nods slowly. "I think that she's not so happy," I say. I try to say it gently so that my words will not sting like an insect. Lou puts her hand on her hips. She's wearing jeans like mine and a big shirt. Her hair is short and silver like a fresh moon. She has many wrinkles to show her great knowledge of the world. "You two better sit. This may take some time." Lou points to the kitchen table. I was unaware that my cow's depressed, although I'm not entirely surprised. She's seen better days. Lou pushes a plate of cookies in front of us. Chocolate pieces tease like jewels in sand. "Please," she says, "have some." I don't want to be impolite, so I take 5. "He's big on chocolate," Hannah explains. Lou laughs. "Now tell me, Keck, how you come by your knowledge of cows?" The next poem is called Cows and Cookies. Cows and Cookies. Of course I want to answer, but I know it's important to eat all the cookies first so that Lou won't be offended. Hannah helps. See, Keck just got here from Africa. He's staying with his aunt and cousin, and he accidentally put her dishes in the washing machine, and now he needs some money to buy new ones. And since in Africa his family had lots of cattle, he thought maybe you could use some help. She pauses to take a bite of cookie, and now she can't talk either. Lou says. She goes to the cold, tall box to get some milk. I'm a little sad to see that the milk is not the chocolate cow kind. She pours the milk into glasses and watches while we drink. My husband's family came here from Norway, Lou says, and my great grandfather came to the U.S. on a boat from Ireland. She pours herself a glass of milk. But Africa, wow, how are you handling winter? "The cold hurts," I answer, "but the snowballs are good." Lou smiles. "So, tell me why you think my cow is unhappy." "It isn't because you don't care well for her," I say quickly. "Not as well as I should," Lou says. "My husband died last year, and with my achy old bones, I'm having a hard time keeping up." She picks up a cookie but doesn't eat it. "I may have to sell the place soon. I had an offer, a good offer, and I have a lot of hospital bills to pay off. I don't know. We'll see." We're all quiet for a moment. So Lou says at last, "What is it that you think my old cow is in need of?" "She needs to be brushed and fed the finest hay, and without other cattle she's lonely," I answer. "She needs someone to talk to her. In my old home they would laugh at me, but when I talked to cattle they would grow calm and easy to herd." Here's a picture of what hay looks like that Keck says that the cow needs to eat some fine looking hay that looks like this. I wait. Maybe my words are broken like my aunt's dishes. Chips and shards that will not make a hole. Maybe this Lou will think I am a moron boy. Have another cookie, Keck, says Lou. Night talk. At night, I wait far into the darkness for Ganwar to come home. He stumbles a little when he crosses the room, and he carries the bitter smell of smoke. "Where were you?" I ask. "With some friends," he says, and he plops onto the sofa like a sack of grain. "I've been waiting for you," I say. "I wanted to tell you my news. I got a job." Ganwar lifts his head to stare at me. "A job? Doing what?" "Helping a lady take care of her farm. For a while, at least. She's old and her husband died last year. She can't pay me very much, but I think I'll make enough to buy new dishes for your mother." Ganwar, sorry, Ganwar, that word is a little hard to see. Ganwar's eyes say I'm telling a lie or maybe a joke. "How did you get a job like that?" I lift my shoulders. "I just went to her door and asked. Her cow didn't look good. Father would never have owned such a sad looking animal." Ganwar drops his head and covers his eyes with his hand. "Amazing. You just went to her door?" I nod. "I've been here for a year and a half," Ganwar sighs. "You've been here for what, a week?" We're quiet for a while. I can hear the coal box humming. I do not want Ganwar to be angry with me. I want him to understand because he is the only one who can. "I miss the cattle," I say, at last. "I miss moving them, watching them graze. The sun's so hot on your back, father singing." Ganwar doesn't answer. I think maybe I should not talk of days past with my cousin. I cringe, waiting for the heat of his words. Anwar rubs his eyes when he speaks. His voice is sad, not angry. "I always knew what to do," he says. "Morning, they'd graze. Noon, we'd lead them to a stream. Afternoon, we'd head for home. We always had somewhere to go. Not like here, stuck in the apartment or at school." 1 second. He sighs. It all made sense. Here, nothing makes sense. "Maybe it will," I say. "Maybe if we're patient." I hear the fear and hope fighting in my voice. "We don't belong here," Kek Anwar says. "This isn't our country. It never will be. Lots of people come to America from other countries." I say, "Miss Hernandez taught us that." Ganwar rolls his eyes. "Poor immigrants, illegal immigrants. Maybe someday we can go home again," I say. "The war is older than our fathers were. The war is forever," Ganwar replies. He closes his eyes. "Then, where do we belong?" I ask. I can see that he's sleepy, but I want Ganwar to tell me one thing. I wait a long time for Ganwar to reply, but he's asleep, snoring softly. I watch his untroubled face. I cannot seem to get up. Ganwar's words lie in my lap like huge rocks. I am not strong enough to move. I sit and sit, waiting for the sleep my cousin has found, wishing for dreams of our old life, of fine, strong cattle, gently complaining like tired children as we guide them safely home.